It's your favorite little keto goofball, me, Diamond, and today is day, I forgot, 1491, I think, of my ketogenic journey, going from 311 pounds to where I sit today. And if you don't believe me, check the eye. That's the first video I ever did on the keto subject. Whew, boy, it was a scary one too. I'm not even lying, because I was 1 month in. I had already lost 28 pounds, but I was thinking, if I fail, if I fall flat on my face, I'm putting this video out there for the whole world to see, and it might not go my way. And for the first year and a half, it all pretty much went my way. And then I started to struggle, slowly but surely. I haven't slid back. I have maintained weight loss. I haven't lost as much as I was hoping or as I want to yet, but maintaining is huge in the weight loss world. So we'll take our wins where we can get them. But I'm going to talk about what I ate yesterday, and I'm going to talk about the weigh-in and all that, which actually went phenomenally well. I actually managed to record my macros, put them on my FitnessPal, record them for you. But because some of the videos on my this thingy here, what do you call this, the video editor, are going black, they're going to all be at the end instead of chopped up in the middle somewhere, so I can just... So if you want to see the weigh-in from both yesterday and today, just stick around to the end of the video. You'll also see my macros and everything. If you hear a lot of noise, my grandson Zach's over here in the background. It's almost time to take him home so he can go to school tomorrow, and we get to go to work first thing in the morning. I'm already super tired, so sleep tonight will not be a problem. I do dread it tomorrow. It's gonna be hot, but such is life. If you want to make a paycheck, you gotta do what you gotta do. All jobs have some catch. There's something. Most of them have multiple somethings. So that's all right. You know, you've got to do what you got to do to get your paper and hope it has some meaning in a few weeks by the time you get your paycheck. So I'm going to do a quick update on my niece Lisa. Today has been really, really hard on my mother and my sister. They both called me crying. They're very, very upset. We can't go visit. My sister. One person a day can go up there for 15 minutes. Naturally, that should be her mother. So that makes things a little difficult, you know, but we can't go up there. We can't do anything for her. And it's scary. They have given her 3 COVID tests because of the double, she has double pneumonia. So they thought that maybe that's what was the catalyst, but there was, again, also some illicit substance, and it's never a good thing. But, you know, I'm trying to maintain positivity in that factor. There's crying over it will only give me a headache. I can't help her with my tears. I can only help her by praying. That's what I'm limited to do here at my house. So that's all I can do, and I can ask you to do it if you guys will help me out with it. Her name is Lisa, and like most of us, she has not always lived her life right. And I mean, even when we think we're living our life right, somebody else is living it way better, looking down at us, shaking our heads, their heads, you know. And that's perfectly normal and natural. So all we can do is the best we can do. And unfortunately, I think she didn't do the best she could do so far, and I hope she gets a second chance to try again. We don't always get a second chance, but who knows, maybe there will be one, and I hope for the best with that. I do know they're going to try to, I don't really understand it. The people who are in the know in this are not cognitively strong. So what gets told to them and gets gotten back to us is not always a connection, you know, and you're like, what? She's on life support. She, of course, unconscious on life support, was stable. Now they're saying critical. But they're going to try to feed her tomorrow. And I asked, you know, isn't she already on like a feeding tube? And was told yes, but how are they going to feed her without otherwise? So I'm very, very confused with the situation, and there's not much I can do because they'll really only, the nurses will really only talk to her mother and brother, And my nephew, while he's sweet as can be, that's one of the best people alive. He can fix an engine. He can do everything. Learning wise, he had disabilities with learning. He can't read or write, and he's 36 years old. But when it comes to talking to you, you'd never know that it's not all there. You would never know that certain things aren't right. But when it comes to certain information and passing it from one to the next, it gets lost in the fray, and it's very taxing trying to figure out exactly what's going on. But figuring out what's going on is not really going to help me because I can't help her by just having that knowledge. There's nothing I can do except for pray. So we're just going to do that and hope for the best over the next several days and just see where it goes. And man, I want to avoid my mama and my sister on the phone so bad because that tear jerks me to death. But I know I can't because I know they need somebody to talk to. But Lord, y'all, the strength is weak right this minute. I'm trying so very, very hard not to be weak because I don't know. I need to stay positive. I need to put that positive energy into it and just hope like hell for the best. That's all I got, So, yeah, I'm trying to avoid the phone, but I can't. It makes it difficult. But I will be at work all day tomorrow, so mostly I'll have to avoid the phone and just check it at every break and every opportunity when nobody's looking. But I think, our company is really, really good. They'll even tell you, keep your phones away. We understand you have a family. There might be a family emergency, so, if you need to take a call, just step away. Tell somebody you're stepping away and go do it. So, I mean, our company's pretty good about that. Unfortunately, that back and forth thing of what's going on and trying to go back to work and what's going on and trying to go back to work, not only is it going to be hot, it's going to be mentally taxing, so I'm really kind of concerned about tomorrow. But I'm going to do the best I can, as I always do. So over the last couple of weeks, I did something really kind of neat. Now, people get on to me for phrasing it this way, but I want you to understand I phrase it this way so that YouTube doesn't have a stroke. Not because it's a toy or I'm making light of it or any of that. It's just so I don't get demonetized or kicked off of YouTube. They have certain rules, even though I don't think they violate them. You never know how somebody's going to see it. So anyway, what I did was I went and laid away a Bang Bang. It's a 380, and for anybody thinking, oh my God, a 380 is huge, literally fits in the palm of your hand, right here. And I've got short hands. I mean, I'm not even kidding. How can I prove I've got short hands? This is a skinny coffee cup. All I can say. It's a really small one, and it's just for personal protection and all that. Because I have a 357, but it's heavy, and it weighs down my pants and all that other stuff. So I applied for the permit. And my understanding is once I pass the background check and all that stuff, I just go up to the sheriff's office again, because you had to go up there, show your ID, talk to the people, sign some stuff, and then they do something else in the process. I don't know if it's another background check or what it is exactly, but sometime next week I should have my permit. Then I can go finish paying on my Bang Bang. The thing is, I went to several shops today and was pretty much told good luck finding that ammo. I was like, wait, what? I bought one I can't use. Jake, what is wrong with you? Chill, man. By the way, he has had his medicine for anybody who wants to know. Chill out, babe. Behave. He's over there having a good time. Trying to eat another little dog. Not literally. But anyway, so, I mean, I got that process started. But while I was up at one of the shops today, they were telling me about the concealed carry class, and I'm like, dude, I'm totally doing that. Because when I was talking to the sheriff also, they told me that a concealed carry would be better. I don't really care for open carry because it feels like if you turn your head or if you're not paying close attention, some juggernaut might try to take it off of you if they can see it, you know? So I don't really care for concealed carry, for open carry, but that's the law. If you don't have a permit for concealed carry, which is kind of expensive, then you have to open carry where it's very visible. Just not my favorite thing. Plus, the one I have now is massive for my size. Although I did see a rifle up there today that uses the same ammo. And it would be a hunting rifle, so it's got the little lever action on the bottom. That sucker is beautiful, honestly, it really is. I had a hard time leaving without it. But instead of getting that, we went on over to Lowe's because, as many of you know, we've been trying to get all the things together to remodel our bathroom. We spent about $360 some at Lowe's just getting the lighting. We already have a bathtub and a toilet, a brand new one, in storage, so we're for that. We got the lighting today. We got the bathtub fixtures today. The seal for the toilet and all the little rims and the drains and stuff like that. We got a lot of stuff that is going to be needed to go along with it. And we're going to get the wood probably Monday. And hopefully in a week or two we'll be started on our way to actually getting it all ripped out and replaced. But it's a slower process because everything I want or need is hard to get a hold of, especially the things that are long lasting but inexpensive. Those things go very fast, so it's kind of a stall out there, but I want to get it done definitely before fall gets here good. I want to get as much done as we possibly can, So we are working on that and working on other things, and yeah, that's my life update today. I'm itchy. I had to take grandbaby home in a minute. I don't want to, but I need to. I took him to school. I kept him last night since we couldn't go to work. I took him home with me, took him to school, picked him up from school, and brought him home. And then I told him, at nighttime you have to go home so that we can get ready for work tomorrow, which sucks. When I first started my job, asked anybody, I was like, yay, this is fun. I mean, I hurt all over, I'm dying, but yay, Now I'm like, I don't want to go. I've reached that level of, don't drag me out the door. But that's all right. As it cools down, I'll be a little more excited to go. I don't mind spending the 12 hours in that building. I don't mind the hard labor of it. 12 hours hard labor, hot, that's where I mind. But hopefully one of these days they'll see the light and we'll get some cool frosty stuff flowing from the vents. That would be lovely. In fact, I'd stay there every day on day of the week without much of a problem. Well, not all 12 hours every day of the week, but much more. The last couple weeks we've worked either 4 or 5 days, and next week my husband signed me up for one and him one the same shift, and I was okay with it, but it's so daggone hot. I think I'm going to ask him to cancel it if we can cancel it, if they don't mind if we cancel it, because it was just an extra shift, it wasn't our normal shift, so I'm hoping. Alright, so yesterday, let's talk about my keto day. Not that y'all care. No. Okay, wait, that might be what you care about. That's why you're here, most of you, because this is Keto Diamond channel. Weight loss, trying, working on it. But anyway, yesterday, after I did my stuff up at the sheriff's office, I went to Chick-fil-A. Got hubby something and me something. Got 30-piece chicken nugget, which you'll see that at the end of the video too. I'm just going to put everything together. It'll be my foods, yesterday's weigh-in, today's weigh-in, and the macros will be all right there together at the very end of the video. But yesterday, I got a 30-piece nugget from there, grilled nugget. Those are so good. I really enjoy them. I like their ranch. That's good too. One of y'all mentioned getting G. Hughes clucking sauce, I think it was. I did find it today at Walmart. Now, the only problem with G. Hughes is I had to stop using it a while back because it has sucralose in it, which for some, and I suspect most, actually spikes your insulin levels, and in some cases as high as sugar. The thing is, I've been on and off keto so much lately that certain things that are a little bit of a no-no for me are working again. I think early on in my journey I was kind of straight and narrow, and that meant that pretty much anything I did, any deviation, was just like a no-no. So I think maybe, not positive, I can reincorporate the G. Hughes and see if I can get that to work for me. I mean, sucralose the last ingredient on that bottle, so should be the smallest amount of it. Unfortunately, it must be really strong though, and honestly, I've never looked into it per gram or per whatever, but it must be super strong for it to have such a sweetening effect, but be the last ingredient on the bottle. So, but I mean, then again, usually they do. Stevia is really, really strong. Truvia is really, really strong. Most sugar substitutes are actually very, very sweet, and the slightest amount too much are extremely bitter. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So, Diet Dr. Pepper for anybody wondering. So I mean, I did really, really well yesterday with that, and then we were gonna go to Taco Bell last night, and I told my husband, I was like, let's go with another option. How about Arby's? And he was okay with it. And our grandson said he didn't want nothing. After I done went through the line, and usually when he says he don't want nothing, he means it. He's not going to eat it. He's not going to eat it for hours. There's no point in buying it. Even though I was raised in that good Southern way where you don't eat in front of nobody, Zach is one of those people that if he says he don't want it, he means it, and you're not going to force it on him. And that's okay. It's just, it makes you feel bad, But after I done went through the line and done got all our stuff, he's like, I'm starving. I'm like, dude. So I went back through the line and got him food. So he did eat too. It's just, really? You usually, okay, well, whatever, fine. What do you want? And turns out they have chicken sandwiches at Arby's too now. But I got the super roast beef and cheddar, with cheddar sauce. Now, granted, these meals do have extra additives and stuff in them that would not be the case if you made them at home. And if you got some roast beef and some cheese and stuff like that and made them at home, it would be far, far better for you. And yes, folks, I totally get and understand this. In fact, I did not start eating out in my ketogenic journey for at least a year with keto. In fact, maybe even quite a bit longer, which might also be why it worked much better in the beginning. But there are many different factors there, from working, from not doing as good as I should, from eating out, from a lot of what's left of me being that excess fat that's just in those spots that don't want to burn. And the lower and lower you get, the harder and harder it is anyway. So that, and I refuse low calorie. If I've got to starve, you can forget it. I'll just stay this weight and I'll be just fine with it. I'm not going to starve myself, point blank and period. Because someday I'm going to want to eat again, and when I start eating again, I'm going to regain all that weight. And I don't want to do that. I would rather just stay this size. If it means I've got to go hungry, forget it. But I'm at a good, healthy, maintainable size. Again, I still have pudge and fat in areas I'd love to see gone, but if it don't go, then it just don't go. We're gonna make a song out of that. I say it so daggone much. It's one of those things in speech classes they tell you not to do. But then you sit there and you make a YouTube video and you say those words over and over and over again. I'm just kidding. Damn. My brain has snapped. It's just left the building, y'all. It's just flowed right down to the pinky toes, and it's just hanging out down there. You'll need me again someday, but today is not that day. What the hell was I talking about? Doing good on keto yesterday. Now, two things. Well, what was one thing, but it was twice. Was that I had some sugar-free chocolate pudding, the Jello chocolate pudding stuff, with a scoop of Cool Whip on top, twice. But it worked out. It was okay. I'm not saying you can lose weight on it, but water weight came down on it, so that's okay. And again, it's sweetened with acetylene potassium, which spikes insulin levels just as high as sugar. And I mean, some days it seems to be okay, some days it don't. Some days it's probably something else, but I'm blaming that for it because I don't know it's something else. Just hard to say for sure. It really is. However, let me go ahead and get to the weigh-in and everything, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and end the talking part of the video so that I don't have to put another clip on here that might end up black and not showing up for you guys. I'm working on a new editor, I promise you, but everyone I've downloaded so far, I hate. So that's where I'm stuck at the moment. Alright, y'all. So, If you need my help with your ketogenic journey, I'm here and glad to help everybody for free. Wrote a free website, free foods list, everything. It's over there. Just please go check it out. It, like I said, it's free. ketodiamond.com. All one word, all squished together. Go see it. Playlist on the front of this channel, how to for beginners, everything there too. And there's a food guide there too. All that stuff, everything I know is right here, ready for you to just gobble up, ingest, take in, and use in your own life. And who knows, it might save your life just like it did mine. Well, come get some drink for a minute. There are ways to support the channel in the description below that are very, very appreciated. We love that. And wait a minute, hold on, wait. It's my turn. Wait.
I'm thirsty.
Sugar?
I feel like I'm about to starve. I mean,
Thirst to death, maybe?
yeah.
Okay, take my drink. And there are some pretty cool links down there that'll let you get some keto things and non-keto things for a discounted price. So if you want to get them,
There's no more.
you reckon? Wait, come back here. Much love, many prayers.
Bye.
Make your next meal keto. Wait, come back. Make your next meal keto.
Bye. What she said.
What she Silly rabbit. Alright, you guys, sorry about the AC, but North Carolina, middle of August, it's hot. I got some grilled chicken nuggets from, what is this place? Chick-fil-A with some ranch. And it's a $16 thing for 30 grilled chicken nuggets, but I can eat on these all day at work. So this will be my work lunch too. I'm eating some of them now, or at least that's the plan for them. They might all get eat. I don't know. I hope I don't eat $16 worth of chicken right away, but I might. I don't know. Nice sizable bowl though, I will say that. So yay. I'm just discovering Chick-fil-A again, so this is cool. By the way, these taste equivalent, if not better, than the Black and Tenders from Popeyes. So I'm having a super roast beef in a bowl. All right, I finally did it. I finally got my food into my Fitness Pal again. It actually wasn't that much for what I ate. Now, Arby's, I couldn't put the super roast beef in, but it had a giant roast beef, no bun, so I put that in. And I had 2 chocolate puddings, the sugar-frees, with a spoon of Cool Whip on top of both of them. This is for everything yesterday. 1,104 calories, 48 grams of total carbs, 52 grams of fat, and 117 grams of protein. Alright, you guys, it is Wednesday morning. It's showing 167.8. Yep, that's where we're hanging. Good Thursday morning, it's 7 a.m. and I've had about 4.5 hours of sleep. 166.2.